Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Unkind things. U.S. diplomatic cable reported Tinubu to have said about Buhari. On Friday, February 7, Bola Tinubu's media advisor by the name of Tunde Rahman made a statement that attempted to impeach the credibility of a viral reputational injurious pre-2015 anti-Buhari's quote attributed to Bola Tinubu. The quote, which has been making the social media rounds in the past few weeks, goes thus: Muhammadu Buhari is an agent of destabilization, an ethnic bigot, and a religious fanatic who, if given the chance, would ensure the disintegration of the country. His anti-centralism will jeopardize Nigeria's unity, national unity. I have seen slightly different Lagicus variations in this quote, but the essential statement is unchanged. Some online newspaper in Nigeria reported Rahman to have insisted that the quote is fictitious, describing it as the handiwork of merchandise, of hate and fake news. So, what is the truth? The short answer is that the quote is largely accredited. I have never shared a quote, even though I have been familiar with it since 2011. But since Rahman was bold enough to challenge those behind it to mention where Tinubu made the remark, let me offer some help. Tinubu didn't say these words at a news conference, as some people have incredibly claimed. He was quoted to have said them in a confidential diplomatic cable that the United States Consul General to Nigeria sent to his bosses back home on Friday, February 21st, 2003. We got to know this because in September 2011, WikiLeaks, the insurgents whistleblower official secret screen site, dumped a trove of 251,000 such confidential unreacted cable that U.S. ambassador offered officials sent to the United States Department in Washington, D.C. from all over the world. In the February 21st, 2003 confidential cable, which can be found, and the link is there. If you want the link, please inbox me. I will send it to you personally. The U.S. Consul General to Nigeria reported Tinubu to have said Buhari was an ethnic-centered agent of destabilization who will strain Nigerians' unity if he becomes president. Is that not true, people? He also said the Southwest would support Obasanjo against Buhari, which he did because Tinubu and his group didn't want the spa- Tinubu and his group didn't want the spread of Sharia, which Buhari supported and which Obasanjo condemned. And because even the and because even though Obasanjo was unlikable, he was Yoruba and Buhari wasn't. Looks to us like Tinubu was guilty of the same crime of ethnocentralism he accused Buhari of. The cable reads, turning to the presidential contest, Tinubu disclosed that he does not like President Obasanjo because he contributed to the end of democracy in Nigeria during his tenure as a military president and is now benefiting from that history. That, that said, Tinubu admitted that he and his party, the Alliance for Democracy, must support Obasanjo. Southwest Nigeria is Yoruba, land and the president is Yoruba. Tinubu's party has no choice since not fielded a, he has not fielded a presidential candidate. Moreover, Obasanjo is the only candidate who stands a chance of blocking his rival, General Muhammadu Buhari, whose ethnocentralism would jeopardize Nigeria's national unity. Buhari and his like are against Buhari and his likes are agents of destabilization who would be far worse than Obasanjo. People, is that not true? Tinubu and many other governors are therefore implementing a strategy to re-elect Obasanjo, partially in no effort to prevent Sharia. Tinubu predicted that the president will follow his own course if he is re-elected, since he will not need as many friends the second term around. Incidentally, Tinubu rarely Incidentally, Tinubu had really kind words to say about Atiku Abubakar throughout his interaction with the General Council. Tinubu praised Vice President Atiku Abubakar, whom he knew for so many years. The Council General wrote, embodying on his knowledge of the Vice President. Tinubu said he had known and understood the Vice President even before his entering into politics. Atiku is a detribalized politician who knows where he is going and how to build bridges to get there. The Council General also wrote that Tinubu credits his going into politics to Atiku personal encouragement. You wouldn't guess that going by the way them and their agents tore at each other or predicts to the lasting presidential election. However, my search of Wikileaks However, my search to Wikileaks archives with the keyword Bola Tinubu turned up several other unflattering characteristics Bola Tinubu made of Buhari to Americans. For instance, in a September 14, 2005, secret cable U.S. Counsel General Brian Earl Brown wrote that Bola wanted to be vice president to either Atiku or Buhari, but was self-centered of the pres- but was self-considerate for the precision that either options will present the country with a Muslim ticket and retracted the statement that Buhari's preparation and perception as religious zealots made turning with him unevitable. Meanwhile, Tinubu did not see this, that is, being vice president candidate, as a big problem with Atiku. Due to Atiku's notable religious laxity and pre-Western outlook, it will be a heavy cross to bear for the Buhari Tinubu's ticket because of the precision in many southern Nigerian minds that Buhari is a religious zealot. Brown wrote, because of the fact Tinubu assured he had begun to shift his focus, which he will be exotically and trying to be the vice president, to see the Senate as a nice place to land upon upon exiting the governor's mansion. Again, in a confidential cable sent on Thursday, April 12, 2007, the Counsel General reported Tinubu to have described as a Buhari as a fanatic. During an April 9, 2007 meeting, Tinubu stressed he had no quotes about PDP presidential candidate Yaradua winning the election. The Council General wrote, yet Tinubu was admittedly opposed to ANPP presidential candidate Muhammadu Buhari. In a recent news story, Buhari called the PDP government fanatics. Tinubu rejected and refused the word. mentioned that he would take Buhari ethnicity as being accredited for who better to identify fanatics than any other. As I wrote in my September 24, 2011 column titled What the Weekly Link Contra- Contradicties Said About Nigerians' Intended Elites in the Aftermath of WikiLeaks Exposed of the Diplomatic Cable, the weaknesses of their elites are divided, unsociable information about the nation to the US officials, betrayal and infiltration taste for the partner destabilization. The United States is seen as their all knowing, all sufficient father figure to whom all ethnics run where they have trouble. We have learned from the United States ambassador Cable that the Supreme Court judge, central bank governor, even vice president at the governor. Well, people, the news goes on and on and on. But what am I trying to say? Bola Tinubu has said it long ago that Buhari' intention was to spread Sharia. Can you see now that he's behind Boko Haram so that he can systematically bring in Sharia? Those of you that said is a lie, you have heard for yourself. This was Bola Tinubu way back explaining to the US that this was who Buhari is. My people, you've heard it all. Oh. The news still continues. I can do the other part of it later if time permits. But for now, thanks for being out there. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. Have a lovely and a blessed day. God bless. Bye.